guys, it's April. So today I'm going to show you how to get this look. So today's hair and makeup is inspired by a film called Scars of Dracula. It's a Hammer horror film that was made in 1970, directed by Roy W. Baker, and of course it stars Christopher Lee as the Count. A very, very sexy count, if you ask me. And the lady in question, the starlet, the inspiration for this look, Jenny Hanley as Sarah. Now the count sort of becomes very enamored with her, and she's a very key player in this film. And I just really wanted to create a Hammer Glamour look. I think Hammer Glamour is so beautiful. I love the eye makeup. They often wear the very lifted eyeliner that makes their eyes look feline and beautiful. And they usually have really big hair. And I love the gowns and the nightgowns and dresses that they wear. They're usually higher waisted, like umpire waisted, and really flowy. So when they're running around, going through corridors and hallways, it just has a lot of movement and looks really, really beautiful. And I just wanted to do a Hammer horror look, at least for Halloween that's coming up. So yeah, stay tuned and I'll show you how to get this hair and makeup. A little note. I had ribbon curls, those like barrel Shirley Temple looking curls that kind of fell flat. I don't know why my hair never carries that kind of curl very well, which is unfortunate, but maybe you'll have better luck with that. Anyways, enough of me talking, let's get on to the tutorial. Quick little break for me to actually talk about what just happened because I thought I was filming and I wasn't. So I took a little comb and I sectioned off just the front sections of my hair, as you can see right here. And I sort of just used some pins to kind of keep them in place so that I can do the rest of my hair without them getting incorporated. And so with the rest of my hair, starting from right about here, I took a piece and I just started teasing it down towards the crown and using a little bit of hairspray, and I went and did that with the sides as well, grabbing pieces from the sides, teasing it, hairspraying it down. I did the same on this side, and I kept on continuing this process up about midway towards the top of my head. So I probably stopped around here, and then I just took my comb and I started brushing the hair back. Basically, I mean, you don't have to do this, but I think with like the late 60s, early 70s hairstyle, and in this film, it looks like Jenny Hanley's hair was a little bit teased and a little bit voluminous. I hope that made sense. I'm so sorry. I really, really thought I was filming it, and I didn't get any of that. So we're going to continue on. Sorry about that. We're going to continue on, and if you guys have any questions or if anything seems kind of confusing, just let me know down below and I will try to be as descriptive as possible. But yeah, once again, I just sectioned the very, very front parts of my hair because we're going to be curling those, and then I just teased about half of my hair so that we can pull it back and you have a little bit of volume there. All right, on to the rest of the hair. So I am taking my hands and a little comb and I am brushing the hair back, trying to smooth as much of the teased hair as possible. We want to create a sort of half up, half down hairstyle. And I'm just taking some hairspray and some bobby pins and I'm securing the hair on the back of my head. And I'm trying to crisscross the bobby pins to make sure that I've got a lot of hold. And I'm just going over with some more hairspray, making sure that I'm smoothing everything. Now I'm going to take a little hair straightener and I'm going to start curling my bangs and these little side sections. I'm curling them forward, trying to get them to look like little tiny ringlets. And the hair that's in the front section of my bangs, I want to make sure that they're really, really tight. Also, something that I didn't mention, but you know how there was the bobby pins on the back of the head? Go ahead and just throw a bow over that and then no one will see how disastrous it looks. So at this point I realized I had too much bangs in the way, so I am taking some of that hair, sectioning it back, and I'm going to incorporate it into the little bouffant that we have going on. So I'm just taking a little brush and sectioning some of these pieces away, touching them up because I don't feel like they're as coily and curly as I like. And then for the hair that I'm incorporating to the rest of the head, I'm just brushing back and using some hairspray to make sure that everything is blended and looks cohesive. There's that little piece on the top that I'm gonna spray down and smooth on over. Also make sure that the curls on the side look very nice and defined. Now I'm going to take like a 1-inch, 1.5-inch barrel curling iron, and I'm going to take little 1-inch sections of my hair and I'm going to curl them in that like barrel ribbon shape. And then I'm going to go ahead and spray them with a little bit of hairspray to make sure that they sort of hold that shape, even though they totally didn't. And you can't see right here, but I am holding each section on the curling iron for about 30 to 40 seconds. It's really going to depend on the kind of hair texture and type that you have and how hot of a setting your curling iron is at. And for these little barrel curls, just make sure that they're all in the same direction. It doesn't matter if they're going forward or backwards, just as long as they're all in the same direction. And now I am working on my last piece. At this point, I started spraying them beforehand and then curling them because I just felt like the other way wasn't cutting it. I'm gonna give it one last spray of hairspray, even though it doesn't matter because they fell out. And once again, I'm curling these front sections because I just wasn't happy with them. I am fiddling with my hair, making sure everything looks pretty good. I felt like the bouffant was a little too high up at top, so I'm just kind of pressing it down and securing it with another bobby pin and just spraying the whole thing. Moving on to the face, I'm going to take a primer that's a bit smoothing and just apply that all over my face because I want to have a nice doll-like skin finish. And go ahead and prep your lips with some lip balm. And now I'm nearing the bottom, the end of my foundation bottle, but I'm taking a little brush and I'm applying a medium coverage foundation all over my face. And with a buffing brush, I'm gonna buff this all over my skin. I feel like this gives you a little more coverage as opposed to just going in straight with the beauty blender. But yeah, just buff that into your entire face. I felt like I needed a little more coverage on my cheeks, so I'm just applying some of that on there, and with that buffing brush, kind of just pressing it onto the face and then blending it out. And then I'm going over with the damp beauty sponge just to make sure that I have a really nice skin-like finish. With that damp beauty sponge, I'm going to go into some concealers that are a bit lighter than my face, and I'm going to work this into the center of my face and then blow the color out. This is what I like to call like a spotlight illusion contouring, and I feel like it's a necessity for this Hammer Glamour look. So make sure you work the color in the center and then you blend it out. Make sure that all the lines are blended out really nicely so it doesn't look too stark. With that beauty sponge, I'm going to pick up some loose face powder and I'm going to set all of that concealer first so that it doesn't move around. And then I'm going to take a really large powder brush and pick up some of that loose translucent powder and just dust the rest of my face to make sure that everything is going to stay put. With that big powder brush, I'm picking up a cool toned contouring powder and I'm going to contour just the hollows of my cheeks just to further emphasize that spotlight contour. I'm going to take that same powder and with a small angled contouring brush, I'm just going to run this down the sides of my nose just to kind of give a little bit more definition there. And then you can go over with your sponge just to blend out any lines that are too harsh. With the really large fluffy blending brush, I'm going to take a nude eyeshadow or face powder and I'm going to apply that all over my eyelids and just underneath them to make sure that my creases aren't going to get creased. With that same brush, I am picking up a matte cool tone plum eyeshadow and I'm going to work this onto the outer corner of my eye, focusing the color there, and then I'm going to slowly blend that in towards the rest of the crease and blend it up and out towards the brow bone. and I am just dipping back into that color to build up the intensity. I'm going to use that same brush and I'm going to pick up this matte pink bone color and I'm going to apply that onto my lid and to my brow bone just to highlight those areas. And with that fluffy brush, I'm going to pick up a pastel purple just to add a little bit more vibrancy to the crease. Once again, working on the outer corner. And if you feel like your brow bone and lid color kind of disappeared, you could go ahead and touch that up. Now I'm going to take a little smudge brush and that cool toned purple that we were using earlier, and I'm going to smudge this into my bottom lash line. And with a small angled brush and that plum color and just a touch of this brown, I'm going to further define my bottom lash line, and we're going to create that little outer flick that's going to look like your lashes are creating a shadow. With a matte black liquid eyeliner, I'm going to start lining my eyes, starting on the outer corner, not the very end of the outer eye, but just a little bit before that. And I'm going to angle this eyeliner really high, and this is going to create an extremely lifted look. And make sure to extend that inner corner of your eye to a little point. This is going to give a very feline shape and make the eyes look a bit larger. To make the eyes look even more larger than that, take a white or nude eyeliner and apply that onto your waterline and extend that line out just parallel of that wing. And that's gonna give that little gap that makes your eyes look huge. And now we're gonna apply lots and lots of mascara to our top and bottom eyelashes. Make sure to focus on your bottom eyelashes, that they're thoroughly coated and very separated. Of course, you can add a pair of false eyelashes to your bottom lashes if you'd like, or if your eyelashes are a little thin, but mascara is pretty good. I'm going to take a long, flared out pair of eyelashes and apply them to my top lash line for that ultimate Hammer Glamour look. With a large powder brush that we used earlier and a dusty rose matte blush, I'm going to apply that to the apples of my cheeks going towards the contour. I am wiping off that excess lip balm with my finger, and now I'm going to take a peachy nude lipstick that's a little bit creamy, and I'm just going to fill my lips in with that. I'm following my natural lip shape with this lipstick. And if any of the glue is peeking through, you can go ahead and touch that up with some liquid eyeliner. It helps hide the lash band and any excess glue. I am running a brush through my eyebrows just to clean them up. If your eyebrows are a little sparse, you can feel free to fill them in lightly. And now I'm going in with my damp beauty sponge and just running that over my face to really press and melt the product in to make my skin look doll-like, and just touching up anything else that needs to be touched up. And this is it for the completed Hammer Glamour Scars of Dracula look. I really love this makeup. I think that it's fairly simple, and that once you've got the few little tips and tricks like perfected, that this is a look that you could really pull out for everyday wear if you're really into 60s, early 70s makeup. The hair, maybe not as wearable. I'm so bummed that my curls went flat because I think that those like barrel curls really make the look. But fortunately for me, I had the terrible decision to give myself bangs last month, but they came in handy today, so I was able to curl them. And I think that one of the other like major points of this makeup, the thing that's gonna make or break this look, is that like spotlight concealer technique. I think that when you look at these women, the way they're lit, it's very focused on the center of the face. I kind of think about like Morticia Addams in those Addams Family films with Angelica Houston, and how they play around with the light, but we're doing that with makeup. So you concentrate the lightest colors in the center of the face and you blow it out, and it just really frames the face nicely and just makes you look like you have really magnificent bone structure. And yeah, as long as you remember that and then the eyeliner, I feel like this is a look that you are definitely gonna get down, and you'll be surprised how easy it actually is and how much you'll want to wear it all the time. I don't know if there's anything else to say. I think I said enough in the beginning of the video. But thank you so much for watching. As always, I will leave a list of all the products that I use down below in the description. If you guys haven't watched any of my previous videos, I mentioned how I'm gonna try to avoid naming the types of brands of things that I use during the tutorial and just focus more on the finishes and the colors. And then if there's something that you do like and you see how it performs and you enjoy that, you can always look down below in the description box, and I have everything listed. I try to list them in order of the way that I use them, but sometimes it's not always in order. But yeah, anything that you need you can find down below in the description box. The music that I use, footage, I usually will have links down there to social media, because I do get questions sometimes if I have like Instagram or Twitter, and it's like, yeah, I do. I'm addicted to social media. Of course I do. It's Dandelion April all across the board. But yeah, that's all I really got to say. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys try this look out and that you send me pictures, because I really enjoy seeing some of the pictures that you send me. I've had a couple of you guys send me photos and videos, and it makes me so happy, and I'm like so amazed by your guys' talent and beauty, and it's awesome. And it's basically why I really enjoy making like videos. I like helping people. I like seeing other people grow. It's just great fun. But wow, I'm talking a lot. Until next time, I guess. Bye.